Is this thing on? Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. And welcome, a very warm welcome this evening to Movies TV Mad Live. Smash the like button. Check out the poll. Will we ever see the Flash movie? And there's quite a lot going on tonight. It's all canon as confirmation of people seeing the Flash test screening for the first time. What else have we got? Bruce Willis sadly retires from acting because of a speech impediment he's now got. I'm devastated about this. And what else we got? Yes, Hollywood legends give Will Smith the thumbs down. Villager, hi Villager. Villager, have you seen Viewer Ranon's tweets? No, I don't even know who Viewer Ranon is. So maybe you can tell me who Viewer Ranon is. So there's a lot going on. Yes, there has been a Flash test screening, and I can confirm Shazam is in the Flash movie. Of course, this doesn't come as a big surprise. Philip Stevens 45, a speech impediment. Really, I've had one my whole life. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. This is some kind of aging disorder. It's why he's been doing straight to streaming movies. Very sad. Bruce Willis is a hero of mine, a gentleman in a week when we've seen two modern day actors in Will Smith and Ezra Miller acting improperly. It's sad that this has happened to an absolute gentleman, an icon of the industry. Villager, look them up. They are a reliable test screener. They have confirmed stuff from other movies. Villager, just tell me what they're saying, what they said, so we can discuss it here, right? Tell me what they've said, and I'll tell you what I think about it. I shall follow them. Villager, wait, you've been knowing that Shazam is in Flash. I've just found it out. Shazam is in the Flash. It's no surprise. They're all going to be in the Flash. Also confirmed today that nothing will be deleted in the Flash movie from the DCEU. Everything that you've ever seen in DC live action will become canon if we indeed ever see this damn movie. Villager, Viewer Anon hinted that Zack Snyder's Justice League is canon. Yes. Again, this comes as no surprise. I found this out earlier that nothing is deleted. It was never going to be deleted. That's why they're using DJ Zack's visual effects supervisor that he used in his DCEU trilogy, because they needed to implement certain things that only he knows how to do the effects for from the Snyderverse. So, yes, Zack Snyder's universe is not being deleted. Nothing is being deleted. It's all canon. Red Panda, hi, mate. Going to watch your Flash video from today, and I will return to the chat. Cheers. Okay, thank you very much. Please smash a like on the video. That'd be great. Thank you for your support, Red Panda. So, Villager, he said that Shazam is not in the Flash and that Superman is gone, but that the door is open. No, Shazam's in the movie. Shazam's in the movie. Right. Shazam updates, right? Everything updates, everything film news is a very reliable source. Rumor, after the Flash test screenings last night, it's reported that Shazam will be in the movie as of now. So there you go. Villager, Affleck has a future post-Flash. Yes, I knew that already. Thank you very much. And this is why Ezra Miller mocked reports that the Flash movie would be Ben's final movie. Things are happening all the time. Things are leaking out the movie, but we must remember, because people know there's a test screening, people will also lie. So I can tell you what's true and what's not true. So the Cavill stuff, the Henry Cavill stuff, I'm not going to listen to either way because I've heard so many conflicting things. Villager, all of this is just annoying. Just release the movie, WB. Yes, we were going to get it in November. It's now in a placeholder date for next year. Ronnie George, hey, Mick, glad when we see the Flash also leaves the door open for a return. Look, I'll give you my opinion about Henry Cavill, basically without giving out information, that if they dared to get rid of Henry Cavill from the DCEU as Superman and replace him with Sasha Calle's Supergirl, they're not going to get away with it. No one's going to watch their films. It's as simple as that. We have 9 votes on my poll. Will we ever see the Flash movie? 100% yes. Ronnie George, return for Ben if he changes his mind. Well, Ben's never said the words, I'm never playing Batman again. He's never said those words. He said he doesn't want to do blockbusters anymore. That's different, but yeah. Villager, do you think the merger will force things to change in The Flash? Yes. Yes. That's why I'm asking that question. That's why I'm asking that question. This movie's been delayed. From the time it was going to be released, it's now got a 7-month delay. That's happened for a reason. Miller's erratic behavior is all connected as well. Something's going on. Zack Snyder's Justice League theatrical version had multiple test screenings, and we never saw it in a movie theater. They denied its existence. Just because there's a test screening, it doesn't mean we're going to see it. John, I wonder what Zack thinks of Ezra's actions. Zack was probably the first one to give him a call and see if he's okay, probably. I think it's pretty clear, Villager, the DCEU is cursed. Well, Villager, I'm going to say to you what I always say about this situation, and I don't know if you're a long-term follower of me, but if you're not, I'll tell you this, right? Big supporter of Zack Snyder's DCEU and the DCEU in general. But what you don't do is bring in an auteur director to run a universe you want to be light and fluffy and like the MCU. You don't bring a director like that to run it. If you want him in there, if you want Christopher Nolan to make these decisions, you create an Elseworld from the very beginning where Zack and Chris can do their own thing. But what you don't do is say, I know, we want a light and fluffy mainstream universe. Let's bring Zack Snyder in. I wouldn't swap Zack Snyder's DCEU movies for anything. But you don't bring him in to run a mainstream universe, then wonder why it's all divisive and people are kind of not happy with it. So Kevin Tsujihara, who was in charge of Warner Brothers when these decisions were made a mistake. And it's been, they've been trying to dig themselves out of a hole ever since. Villager, I've been following you since you saw the Batman test screening. Oh, fair enough, cool. Yes, this is what I've always said. I like Zack Snyder. I like his DCEU. I like how he makes films. But you don't bring him in to make a mainstream DC extended universe. Ronnie George, look, by the looks of it, Snyderverse in its own pocket, which is good. That's my opinion. So what have you heard, Ronnie? Is that what they're saying now then? That it's going to be in its own pocket universe? I did predict this multiple times, by the way. It makes sense. So it looks like there's a good chance of being... This is good. This is, of course, very good. Philip Stevens 45. John, Zack probably cares, but it isn't as bad as the comedian that was supposed to be in his film and got caught texting an underage girl. Look, Philip Stevens 45. If we're gonna list everyone's wrongdoings in the world, there'll be no one left working in any industry. John, did you see the Jim Carrey interview about what happened at the Oscars? Yes. And I agree with Jim 100%. It's spot on. And I don't really want to talk about politics again. I don't want to talk about Will Smith totally again. I want to talk about the stuff that we love. Villager, I feel like you've been knowing me. You've just been saying that it's a theory. Well, to be fair to me, even before I knew, it was obvious to me. Zach was making some interesting noise. It's very interesting, the decisions they've made here. Considering how toxic they've been to Zach, they've done a very good thing by putting his universe in a pocket universe. That's a good thing. Ronnie Dodger, I've heard it's not being deleted, but put to the side for the future. So that's good in my opinion. Yes, that means, listen, and of course, it all depends what happens when, when Barry goes back to the main universe after Flashpoint. It depends what universe we're left in. If it's just a bunch of shit, middling characters, I'm not going to be interested. Ronnie George shakes in its own pocket. Philip Stevens, 45. I know. I was just responding to Josh because he said he wonders what Zach thinks about Ezra Miller. And I mean, Zach can't control every actor he's ever cast. They're not his responsibility. Ronnie Dodge. Also, Shazam is in the movie at the moment. Yep. They're all going to be in the movie. Crazy, you've been more reliable than the attention whore scoopers on Twitter. Well, listen, Villager, I say this all the time, and sorry, I am going to have to hide your tweet because they've put it up for review. It's nothing personal. But listen to me. I've said to you lot so many times that I did spend 6 months in Hollywood. I did make a lot of connections. I'm not a bragger. I'm not a show-off. I'm here to talk about movies. I've been watching television and movies since I was a little boy. I love this stuff. It means so much to me. And that's why I'm here with you guys. And I do know stuff, but I don't reveal everything because it may not be true. I could easily be elite with the stuff I know, but I don't want to do it because I want to serve you with honesty. I want to be a genuine person, right? Philip Stevens, 45. Plus, Ezra has immunity in Hollywood because he checks certain boxes, if you get what I mean. I agree with you. Reno Jack. Yo, Mick the legend. Yo, Reno Jack the legend. You are the legend. You are the legend, not me. I'm just another flawed person trying to do his best in the world. Reno Jack, honestly, I hope Reeves' universe is not canon. It's better standalone in my opinion. But you know what, Reno Jack? This is a problem to me, right? If you're saying everything's canon, and then we can't have Matt Reeves' universe as canon, it doesn't necessarily mean he has to cross over. But you can't be one rule for everyone apart from one universe. Ronnie Dodge, as I see it, The Flash will make most people happy. The Snyderverse won't be deleted and leave. It's open to be explored more in the future. Yeah. Now, the only question mark is Superman and Superman's role in this. Philip Stevens, 45. Villager, think about it, lol. Think about it, lol. Well, let me ask you a question, Villager. Why was Johnny Depp cancelled? And he's never done anything like what Ezra Miller's done or Will Smith's done. And how comes Ezra Miller doesn't get cancelled? I don't want Ezra Miller to lose his role on The Flash. I'll be clear. We've already lost Ray Fisher. I don't want to lose anyone else. Reno Jack, good point. Guess I just don't see it fitting with crossovers, but you're right. They don't necessarily have to cross over. Exactly. Ronnie Dodge, yeah, the only question is what's happening to Henry's Superman. And for me, Ronnie, as a Superman fan, that could be a deal breaker for me. Philip Stevens, 45, exactly. Philip Stevens, 45, you hit the nail on the head. John, do you think Ezra will continue as the Flash after the Flash movie? I think there's been a doubt about Ezra continuing even before he's been acting erratically. John, do you think, Android 108XX, any news about WB or DC movies or Snyderverse? Yes, Android 118XX. Zack Snyder's Justice League universe, it will be in a pocket Elseworld universe after this film is completed. Villager, yes. I mean, to update you on the Ezra Miller situation, if you don't know, he was staying with a couple. Now, allegedly, he has given them a lot of threats. They have now put a restraining order against him. So it's very, very serious. Ronnie George, what do you think of Sharon Stone joining Blue Beetle second time? The charm, done a video on it on today's DCEU Daily. Absolutely so stoked about this. I think Ted Cold will play an older guy. I think he will be a mentor to Jamie Reyes. I think it's going to be a very interesting movie. Red Panda, Mick, do you think you will get a chance to see a screening of The Flash, just like you saw Aquaman and the Batman? I am looking into it right now. I'm just waiting for some responses. Android 118XX, which film you mean after The Flash? Basically, in The Flash, Zack Snyder's universe will remain canon, but it will have its own pocket universe. Runo Jack, haven't watched your other videos yet today. Interested in your Moon Knight review. I'm on the fence about checking it out. The first episode is really good. That's all I'll say. I have seen the other 3 episodes. I don't want to talk about the other 3 episodes until you lot have seen them. But the first episode is really good. And Oscar Isaacs, of course, unsurprisingly, is amazing. Villager, Blue Beetle will be huge. It will. I'm very, very excited. Happy it's going to theatres. Villager, trust me, Latin America is very prideful of its culture. To see a huge Latino superhero on screen will bring in the transition of money. I want to see Latinos and people who are not represented a lot represented, apart from, instead of the most represented minority getting all the representation. Ronnie George, I love Blue Beetle. He's quite funny. I love the comics. Actually really cool in Batman, the Brave and the Bold animation as well. Philip Stevens 45, I wonder will Blue Beetle and us being as big as Iron Man? Yeah, hopefully. Iron Man was huge because of Robert Downey Jr. The MCU wouldn't have even been successful without Robert Downey Jr. It just goes to show you one amazing casting, right? I mean, I called a Sonic movie, the first Sonic movie, that franchise is Iron Man. Villager, if they do The Flash, right. Trill J, what's going on? Good evening, Trill J. Philip Stevens, 45, true. We have 14 votes on my poll. Will we ever see the Flash movie? Yes, 93%, unsurprisingly, and no, 7%. Ronnie George, my mate who knows stuff, said he thinks the Flash will be one of the movies talked about for the next year. So interesting. Paul Leo, 2017. Christian Bale says Hollywood and the world would be better if white dudes weren't in charge of everything. Oh, God. Ben Pottimeyer, I'm excited for Blue Beetle, something fresh and new, but still in the big universe. It kind of reminds me of Iron Man for some reason. It's very exciting. We did used to have a black American president, though, didn't we? So not in charge of everything. Where are we? Paul Zio, Christian Bale, the actor says there would be so much better films and so much more interesting stories if white dudes weren't running Hollywood. Zach Schraff, December 20. Yeah, boring, not interested. I don't want to get into these conversations again, Paul. Android 108XX, just like there's a Superman and Lois series, the same people should make a Batman and Robin series, and they don't have to make it too dark. Superman and Lois is amazing. John, if Zack's Justice League is in a pocket universe, does that mean Michael Keaton will be the main DCEU Batman going forward? I think that's in doubt, John. I don't necessarily think that's the case. We will see. Red Panda, no, please. No racial discussions and topics today. Not interested either, Red Panda. Paul Leo, our culture will soon be much richer the day we stop saying, hey, it's all white dudes who are running things. Christian Bale said, 2017. Paul, it's boring. Talk about films. Villager, I'm up for Michael Keaton to be the main Batman. Right. Bye, Paul. You had your chance. Bye-bye. I've seen you on my comments before. Boring. I'm here to talk to nerds and geeks about stuff that we're enjoying and looking forward to. Ronnie George, Batgirl wraps tomorrow. She does. Very exciting. Dates to be announced and where we're going to see it very soon. Villager, I agree, Red Panda. We are already bombarded with this politics stuff outside of YouTube and inside of YouTube. Android 108XX, Affleck will do anything for Zack. Every actor that works with Zack loves him. Village, Batgirl will be big. I agree, Villager. Ronnie George, Paul is a hater. Yep. The trilogy, man, what if Reverse Flash from the movie actually the Barry that goes back in time to give Batfleck the message for him to save them? If you notice in the movie, his hair is longer than Barry's. That's true. Ben Pottimeyer, they might keep Batgirl, maybe introduce Robin turning Nightwing and keeping Keaton around as a mentor. Maybe. Philip Stevens, 45. I don't think it'll be fair if Keaton becomes the main Batman. The DCEU was already set for Affleck to be. I don't think there should be a main Batman at this point. Maybe Batfleck ends up in that movie in Snyder's Pocket Universe. And then you can have Keaton in the DCEU and Affleck in the other universe. That makes a lot of sense. Villager, I think Batgirl will be sent to theatres. So do I. Quite right too. A movie with Batgirl and Batman and hopefully Dick Grayson should be in movie theatres. It's a dumb decision to have it on HBO Max, and I've always been very consistent about that one. Ronnie George, the villain for The Flash is apparently Black Flash, which I think the other Barry becomes. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a proper video about The Flash tomorrow on the DCEU Daily. I'm gonna be Doc Brown, and I'm gonna show you how it all works out. Black Flash, I know nothing about. Trilogy, in my opinion, there is no main Batman because you all have to remember everyone is canon now. We can't just enjoy it. We can just enjoy everything. Exactly. We're getting everything. The Snyderverse, everything. No one should be complaining. Android 118XX. Interesting that Batgirl is wrapped tomorrow after the movie delays and rumored reshoots. Do you think they made changes to the Batgirl movie, or is it the original movie before the delays and reshoots? It's the original movie. Maybe while they were there, they may have had to change a few things. Philip Stevens, 45. Mick, do you know if this Batgirl movie will be really dark? I don't think it will be really dark, but I don't think it will be overly light either. Ben Pottimeyer, will Pattinson Batman Universe DCU with Bat Family? Hang on. Mick, do you know will Pattinson Batman Universe DCEU with Bat Family Keaton and slowly introduce other characters plus Ben in Snyderverse? Path Roy, love you, man. Love you too. Reno Jack, honestly, I just want to see more Batman interrogations. Lol, what if Reeves just filmed the catalogue of them? Imagine Scarface and the ventriloquist or Victor Zsasz behind the glass. Lovely, I like that. Villagers, so that video on the Flash test screen you made a while ago was true. Was starting to think your source fed you. No, that wasn't true. Me and my source got that wrong. That was a Shazam test screening. And many people made that mistake. So I admit to being wrong there. Ronnie Dodge, Black Flash is basically a speed force demon. Is sent when speedsters mess with the timeline. So Andy probably made him scary. Exciting. Red Panda, so is the Flash that big? I mean, if it makes everything from DC canon, there must be some interesting cameos and references for sure. Trilogy, I think the Bat Family will be in the Snyderverse. In the Reeveverse, I just expect to see more grounded things. Well, Matt's universe will always be grounded. It's not going to change. It will evolve, but I think the guy makes films a certain way. You ain't going to see the 66 Batman and Robin, are you? Woo! I read out a lot of comments there. Villager, people pretend that The Flash will flop, but it's more talked about than other DC movies. Ha ha ha. Well, no DC movies in competition with other DC movies. We're in competition with those arseholes at the MCU. Villager, it will be huge. It will. Hopefully. Hopefully. Let's see. Philip Stevens, 45. Of course it won't flop. This will be the first Flash movie. Look, it's like everything. If the movie's good, it will do well. Philip Stevens, oh no. Manuel Mayo, I know Matt Reeves wants his universe separate, but I still see potential in the Batman being part of the multiverse. It has to be part of the multiverse, even without any crossovers. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Ronnie Dodge, I know people are sick of Joker, but come on. You can't have Batman without Joker. So glad Barry's our Joker for Reeves. I'm not bored of him. Villager, after the merger, is it possible they could move the Flash to be closer, maybe earlier in 2023? I mean, look, maybe. It all depends why they delayed it in the first place, which is the big mystery. Trill J, no, the Batman is definitely the bigger buzz, but the Flash will shape the DCEU for better or worse. Yeah, it's good, but making everything canon can be bad. Well, it's all about execution, Trill J. I mean, it's exciting, but we mustn't forget the director has a very small CV, and this film was written by Christina Hodson. So we're going to have to sample this film for ourselves if they ever let us sample it. Reno Jack, people that are sick of Joker are either spoiled or don't understand his importance to the larger mythos. Exactly. Ronnie Dodge, Mick, did you see the new trailer for Top Gun yesterday? Yes, I really liked it, Ronnie. Looks interesting. Maybe I think that Goose's son looks a little bit too much like Goose. I think giving him the moustache was a bit of overkill. Villager, after The Flash is released, it will be confirmed that Batfleck will stay, I bet. I hope so. I love Batfleck. Red Panda, I want a cameo from George Clooney, and I will die in peace. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Android 180XX, although I don't doubt a Batgirl and Supergirl success in theatres, but had the DCU did well from the start, those two would have had much more success, as they are huge characters even before the MCU. Yeah, as I said, I love Zach, but you don't put an all-time in a mainstream, running a mainstream, comic book universe. That's the mistake. But I wouldn't swap Zach's movies for anything. Ben Pottimer, Sharon Stone is playing Cald's wife. What actor should they cast as Cald? I'm hearing it's I forgot his name now, James something from the Enchanted movie and Sonic. James Marsden. Trilogy, I just hope Barry's Joker kills a lot in the next film. Definitely need that. Ronnie Dodge, The Flash will leave the door open for Ben to come back if he wants to. Philip Stevens, 45. Mick, out of all the DC villains or heroes, choose two that we never seen before that you love to see on the big screen. Oh, wow. Shit. I have to think about that. John, are you a fan of Mission Impossible movies? I like them, yes. Villager Mick, can you confirm if the Dark Knight Batman is in The Flash? You mean Christian Bale? I'm not going to confirm that or deny that. Reno Jack, Red Panda, Clooney cameo would be legendary, lol. Ben Pottimer, James Marsden, nice, yes. James Marsden is rumoured to be playing Ted Cald. I think it will be great casting. Ronnie George, I can't wait to see Zod and Farah back in The Flash and how they are part of the story. Yes, the Farah actress is following Andy Machete on Instagram because I checked. Red Panda, Bell to be in The Flash is the impossible dream of everyone. Yep. Well, if he's willing to be in an MCU movie, Villager Zatanna will be big. Hopefully it's still happening. Philip Stevens, 45. I really want to see Orion and think he's really underrated DC character. Yes, I don't know what two villains I'd choose that have never been chosen. I just can't think right now. It takes a while and I just need to keep on reading the comments. It's a bit difficult. It will come to me. Mixel Picklick. I know he's been done in Arrowverse. Mixel Picklick done right would be amazing. I don't know about the other one, though. I've started re-watching Arrow, actually. I watched the pilot. The Arrow pilot is amazing. You know, this is me. I was angry that Amel was being brought in as a new Arrow. I wanted Justin Hartley to continue. But once I saw that pilot, wow. Ben Pottimer, I love Zatanna. Yes, another DC character that was involved in Smallville as well. Ronnie George, do you think we will see Gal's Wonder Woman in the alternate universe in the Flash movie? This is a very interesting situation. What are they going to do about it? We've already heard rumors that there's another actress playing Wonder Woman as well in this movie. Android 180XX, which DC hero would you want to team up with a villain, and which villain? No Batman or Superman included. Oh, that's boring. A Flash and Reverse Flash, and Supergirl and Lex Luthor. There you go. Red Panda. So the Arrowverse is part of the DC. Is it canon? Yes. Arrowverse, this is one thing I can tell you with 200% certainty. Arrowverse will feature heavily in the Flash movie, and it will be canon, because everything will be, but that definitely will be. And don't be surprised if you see Stephen Amell in there as well. Trill J, anyone else feeling like Matt Reeves should put some more action in the sequel just to go along with the greatness of this story? These battles and fights are amazing. I just think Matt should do whatever he wants, because whatever he wanted was great for the first movie. I trust Matt. Villager is Black Adam in the Flash. Maybe. John, do you think Christian Bale will play a good villain in your new 4 movie? Christian Bale is amazing. Whatever he does is fantastic. Red Panda, Grant Gustin in the Flash. Oh my God, yep. Now that's something I can definitely confirm. Grant Gustin has earned the right. Oh my God. And he's never misbehaved publicly. Ben Pottimeyer. That's true, but the Flash and Arrowverse is already canon. They met, yes, but nothing's canon yet because Flashpoint hasn't happened yet. So it's important to understand that, but they have met, yes. Android 180 XX. I feel Matt will go all out in the sequel because Batman has more experience by then. True. Running Dodge. Viewer Annan is quite good at things. Just confirm Sasha is indeed a dark-haired version of Kara Zor-El, but I know... Hang on. Oh, right. You're talking about what she's called. Well, I've said from the beginning that she's a Flashpoint Supergirl. Now, she can still be Kara Zor-El, but she's a Flashpoint Supergirl as far as I'm concerned. They swapped Flashpoint Superman for Flashpoint Supergirl. Trill J. Sounds like the Flash cast is stacked. It really is. Philip Stevens, 45. To be honest, like Grant Gustin more than Ezra, I do as well. Probably an unpopular opinion, lol, not with me. Philip Stevens, 45. And I don't even like the CW Flash show that much, lol. I used to. Villager, do you think that Warner Discovery will even care to keep the CW? No. Warner Discovery want to sell the CW. Ronnie Dodge, Flashpoint version of Kara, yeah, makes sense. John, Grant needs to be the main Flash going forward. I'd be more than happy about that. Trill J. Android, definitely. I know it's not great to compare, but he's basically about to blow Nolan's Batverse out of the way. I'm not sorry for saying it. Ben Pottimeyer, at this point, I don't think Flashpoint is going to change anything. Well, it is. Philip Stevens, 45. John, agree. Wow. Ronnie Dodge, Grant will probably have a cameo in the Flash. Oh, no, he's definitely got... There's no probably, Ronnie. He's definitely in the movie. I can even say that to you without getting in trouble. So, yeah, basically, Flashpoint Superman in Flashpoint is Kal-El. So, really, that person saying... Villager, Christopher Reeve. You mean Christopher Reeve will appear in the Flash? Well, Brandon Routh's Superman is Christopher Reeve's Superman. So, yes, he will. Trill J, I know you all love the Snyderverse, but you can't just push DC out of the way because it isn't that makes me think you all aren't here for DC. What are you talking about, Trill J? Well, I don't understand what you're talking about, man. I'm here for DC, so anyway, Ronnie Dodge, I have a theory Ezra's Barry and Grant's Barry take on the Black Flash in the third act. I've always wondered about that, yes. Android 180 XX. Things could have been simple with the Flash movie had they just made Reverse Flash the villain and just Barry being the main focus and not include all this multiverse of madness. Well, it's not a rip-off of the multiverse madness, if that's what you're alluding to. They need to do this. They need to set the franchise straight. And this is why they're doing this. Red Panda, Mick, you make us so excited for this movie. I will come for you if the movie does not change anything in the DCEU. Trill J, because they were saying the Flash won't change anything. No, you though, Mick. Right. They said, it's like we're starting again. Right, let me repeat. I'll repeat Andy's words. It's like we're starting again. Everything will be remembered and nothing will be forgotten. It's like we're starting again, which means there's major changes, doesn't it, Trill J? Ben Pottimeyer, what is it changing if the Snyderverse is canon and its own universe? Don't see the alternate version are going to continue in the upcoming movies. How do you know? Philip Stevens 45, Trill J, the Snyderverse was here first though. Ronnie George, even though it's a multiverse movie, Andy and Barbara have said this is Barry's story at its core about him and his mother. Exactly. It's the Flash movie, but they're using his abilities to reboot the universe, right? I want to see great DC movies and I want everyone to love DC movies. So that's where I'm coming from. This is not the multiverse of madness. There's a difference to what Marvel are doing, to what they're doing here. You're going to see a real living multiverse being made canon. Trill J, Philip doesn't matter. DC should always come first and not the standalone legends of DC were here first. Still love the Snyderverse. Trill J, the Snyderverse is DC, as well as everything else. So you're not making any sense. Villager, this way off topic, but have you ever read fan fiction, lol? I have sometimes. I used to read a lot of Smallville fan fiction. I do my own fan fiction. Ronnie Dodge. Basically, this movie will open so many things that can be done, like Nightwing and Batgirl coming into the DCEU and Blue Beetle induction. Yes, I think Blue Beetle will also be in the Flash movie, by the way. Red Panda, if you think about it, we are going to have 3 superhero movies about the multiverse in just 3 years. No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, and The Flash. The Flash is very different to those two, though. I will say that. Philip Stevens, 45, Trill J. Why are you making it seem like the Snyderverse isn't DC? I know. Android 118 XX. If Christopher Reeves was alive today, do you think he will have a role to play in the DC movie franchise or perhaps make a cameo in the multiverse? Would he have been involved of making of MOS? I think so, Android 118 XX, because actually Chris was pushing for a cameo in Batman 89. So Chris would have, Chris is the greatest Superman, the greatest superhero in live action. So absolutely. Reno Jack, hopefully Sharon Stone is better in Blue Beetle than she was in Catwoman, lol. I'm down to see another dummy get thrown out the window. Well, to be fair, Reno Jack, Sharon Stone's been in more movies than Catwoman. Trill J, whoever said Multiverse of Madness, bro, you didn't realize how much Disney steals DC ideas. Exactly. Ronnie Dodge, Flash will probably be more crazy than Multiverse of Madness and No Way Home put together what I heard. The thing is, I don't think Multiverse of Madness changes the MCU franchise. The Flash does. Just because 2 films have got multiverse in it doesn't mean they're ripping each other off. Other people are allowed to do the same things, as long as it's a different film and a different story. Both are comic book franchises, so you would expect them to have multiverses in. Trill J, at Philip, not making it seem like it's DC. I'm just not going to trash everything because it isn't that. Yeah, and I don't think anyone else is doing that, though, on this chat. Villager, MCC does, the MUC, whatever it is, are the bare minimum and people lose their minds. I know, it's so amazing. Ronnie George, that wasn't Sharon Stone thought about Catwoman. It's the writers and director, exactly. John, the Morbius mid-credit scene got leaked. Yes, I saw it, yes. Philip Stevens, 45, Trill J, who's trashing other DC films? And by the way, Sharon Stone's been in iconic movies and you're remembering her in Catwoman. I mean, come on. Sharon Stone has been in Basic Instinct. She has been in, forgot the Arnie film, Total Recall. She's been in Casino, which she was nominated for an Oscar. Ronnie Dodge, what's the post-credit scene? Oh, basically, it's Vulture approaches Morbius to join his villain team, and that's it. It's not the best. Reno Jack, of course, just a joke. Casino is one of my favorites. And what? I never forget Basic Instinct. No. I wonder why. Ben Pottinger, people don't like BVS, but he introduced the Justice League and they're still continuing to this day. We love it and are passionate about it. They should say something about the universe. Reno Jack, Total Recall is one of my favourite movies of all time, but not the one with Colin Farrell. Red Panda, The Flash will need to be very well marketed, but in time it should not spoil anything before the movie comes out in trailers or in TV spots. They won't. Ben Pottinger, Sharon Stone is awesome. She is. Ronnie Dodge. She was so badass in Total Recall with Arnold. Oh, she was. She was a right evil bitch. So she's a good villain. A Villager, can we just get Batman 2 already? Well, you've got to give the bloke a chance to make it, yeah. You're going to have a few spin-offs to be getting on with first, but I don't think we'll see anything this year. You've had your Batman dose this year. Philip Stevens 45. I still haven't seen Total Recall till this day. Oh, wow. Is it worth a watch? Yes, I love it. I think it's amazing. Ronnie Dodge probably won't see a Flash trailer until Fandom when that's announced. Well, yeah, maybe. Trill J. Philip, because you said you don't think it's fair if Michael Keaton is the main Batman. I'm just trying to say there's no main. It's now just a multiverse. You shouldn't think anything is flopping. He didn't say anything's flopping, though, did he? To be fair, he just said he doesn't want Keaton to be the main Batman. That's his opinion. He's entitled to that. But I think you're adding things on to what he said. I don't think he said anything about anything flopping. Or maybe he did. I don't know. Ronnie Dodge, need the Arkham series. Go away, Tyrone Magnus. I'm not interested in your video. Right. Ronnie Dodge, need the Arkham series to get greenlit. Need more Barry's Joker, Red Panda. I hope Matt Reeves does not get too annoyed and confused by what DC is doing with their movies. There's nothing to be confused about from where Matt Reeves is concerned. Android 180XX. Now that the Snyderverse is being its own pocket verse, Zack should team more into Injustice verse to his movies, and we can have a lighter but serious non-Marvel like comedy DC verse. Well, Justice League 2 is literally Injustice, and there's no comedy in that movie, I can assure you of that. Ben Pottinger, I kind of like woman villains. The two in New Shazam, now in Blue Beetle, seems cool and not forced. Yes? Well, I know what happens in Shazam with those villains, and it's kind of interesting. Philip Stevens 45. I didn't say anything was flopping exactly. Trill J. Villager definitely need that Batman sequel teaser with something in the way in it again. Lol. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get the same song in another movie. Reno Jack. Heading out for my last day in Vegas. Drinks by the pool. Have a great one, Mick and all. Thank you, Reno Jack. Have a lovely evening. Ronnie Dodge. There's nothing confused about it. Match Universe is Earth 2, and the DCEU is the main universe. Exactly. Villager, agree. Well, we're definitely chatty tonight, which is amazing. I love it. But can we have more likes, please? Welcome to the chat. It's Movies TV Mad Live. This is your host with the most. Ask your girlfriends and wives who all love what I've got. And please get in the chat. Villager, sick of all the scoopers. Yeah, they're boring because half of them lie. And they shouldn't be telling us stuff anyway. Red Panda, what song would you want the Batman 2 movie to have in it? We're no strangers to love. You know the rules. And so do I. Never gonna give you up. Or maybe Bon Jovi's This Ain't a Love Song. Trill J, Something in the Way teaser version in a fight scene. John, what did you think of the Flash suit in Zack's Justice League Nightmare scene? Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think physically and scientifically, Zack's Flash suits make more sense for someone traveling through via the Speed Force. Ronnie George, I feel like after being rescued, Kara will be reluctant to become a hero. So maybe Diana and Barry inspires her to become Supergirl. Something does because we see her in a costume and flying. Trill J, and some hip hop with Bruce Wayne is he's a Playboy persona if he has it. Ben Pottinger, Sounds of Silence in next Batman lol. I can't believe we actually had a George Michael song in Moon Knight while that sequence when he's driving that truck. Ronnie Dodge, can't wait to see the new suit in action on Barry. Villager, sweet dreams are made of this. Oh, I like that. Sweet dreams are made. Trill John, all the suits in the Snyderverse were beautiful. Zack is the GOAT of DC suits. Ronnie Dodge, I know that scene was brilliant. Wham, yeah, that was a mad scene. Oscar Isaacs is amazing. And he was an amazing Apocalypse as well in the X-Men movie. He's amazing. He's an amazing actor. Red Panda, I found on YouTube a video where Will Smith on somehow 10 years ago roasted someone because of their hair loss. It's incredible. There you go, Red Panda. The hypocrisy isn't lost on me. It's one rule for one and another rule for Chris. Villager, chicken. No one calls me chicken. No one calls me chicken needles. Trill J, sorry y'all, but I want Flash to go through the Nightmare story with the Nightmare suit. May happen. Villager, people change, lol. Yeah, Villager, but he slapped someone in the face for telling a joke he was offended by, and he's already made the joke about someone else. Don't you see the hypocrisy? Ronnie Dodge, when he hears the voice in his head, I feel that will be similar to Blue Beetle. Maybe. John, what else has Sasha Calais been in? A soap opera. Android 118 XX. From what I've seen and heard so far, they'll be in DC2 universe. The Snyderverse is if it's restored on Reeveverse. Based on what Toby said, they are not going to do a main DCEU anymore. Instead, do solos. No, that's not true. They're not just going to do solos. This is going to be a connective universe. Why do you think we had the Justice League cameo in Peacemaker? Trill J, damn, I can't lie to do something Mr. Hell at the Snyderverse, Mr. Darkness. That's why I always rewatch the movies. Ben Pottimer, do you think Supergirl is found by government put in a cell with red sun like Superman in comics Flashpoint story and Barry finds her instead of Superman? Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. Red Panda, what about the Trinity, that Trinity movie? I think it's going to happen. And if Ben's not going anywhere, it all depends on Henry. Villager, I'm going to take a nap. Got to go. Okay, lad. Have a lovely evening and a lovely nap. Ronnie Dodge, nope, the Flash is also setting up a new Justice League as well. It's not just them two. Yeah, Ronnie, yeah, obviously they're setting up a Justice League. But for me, if it's a crap Justice League, it's a deal breaker. Superman and Batman must be part of a Justice League. Simple as that. And I ain't going to accept it if they're not. You can't dump Superman. It's as simple as that. They're going to have to think again if that's what they've done. No one's going to accept it. The majority of people will not accept it. Trill J, I predict Batman will probably take down Supergirl thinking she's a threat, or he'll find her, but she seems like she's in the Batcave chained up. Maybe. Smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. I don't know how... Oh, well, yeah, he could take her down if she's got no powers yet. Right. Today's video is lasting for an hour. So you've got 10 minutes to chat because I'm watching Coronation Street in about 20 minutes. Villager, wait, I heard somewhere that Keaton, Batman in Flash, is now a crazy man. Is that true? I haven't heard anything like that at all. Ronnie Dodge, there was a rumor that Gal was spotted in Glasgow a few weeks back. So Diana's probably in Batgirl. Wouldn't surprise me. John, so Michael Keaton is in the DCEU and the MCU. Well, he's just left the MCU. He's now in the Sony Marvel Universe. Trilogy, Villinger. And that's my point. He won't be able to see She's a Friend, Red Panda. It would be awesome to see a Batman Beyond movie. Android 118XX. So the Supergirl Flash is a different Supergirl from a separate universe and not the same rumored Supergirl that was in the open casket hinted in MOS and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Exactly. Spot on. Yep. Trilogy, I want her to be Reeves' daughter. Unlikely because she's a Flashpoint version. Ronnie Dodge, we do see in the teaser that Barry's putting a blanket over a sleeping Kara after she's being rescued. That's right. Trilogy, wait, Supergirl was in the Snyderverse. She was in the prequel comics, yeah. And the whole idea was that she, in that spaceship that Kal-El goes in, and he meets his dad, Jor-El, for the first time, that ship was taken out by Supergirl and an exploration team from Krypton to Earth, and they explored Earth. So she does exist in it, but we haven't seen her yet in the movies. Maybe she'll be in Justice League 3. Trilogy, I kind of want to see the Snyderverse Catwoman. Yeah, well, there was a woman in bed with Batfleck in BVS, if you remember. We didn't get to see her, and I always thought, wouldn't it be cool if that was Selena Kyle? Ronnie George, I feel like Sasha will steal the show. Android 180XX, what other Easter eggs have you noticed in the Snyderverse? Oh, God. Obviously, there's the famous one with Robin's suit, the joke's on you, Batman. I mean, I'm not really one for notice. I'm not one for detail, unfortunately. Ronnie Dodge, gonna go, mate. See you later. Thank you, Ronnie. Thanks. Lovely chatting to you as usual. See you again soon. We have 8 minutes left of the chat. If you haven't smashed the like button, check out my poll. 20 votes. Will we ever see the Flash movie? Yes. 90%. No. 10%. Trilogy, am I wrong if I say Batman in the Snyderverse been killing Robin's staff had a knife on it? I can't remember. Android 180XX, do you like fish fingers with custard? I do. No, not with custard, but I like fish fingers. But not with custard. With ketchup. Tomato ketchup. Get your comments in. 6 minutes to go of Movies TV Mad Live. It really has been a very active show tonight. We've talked about the stuff that matters. It's been amazing. I will try and collect some more leaks about the Flash movie from these different scoopers. And we'll see what we'll do on tomorrow's DCEU Daily and see if I've got any new information for you. And I'll give you my take on it. Ben Pottimer, I just want to see more Carrie Kelly in Nightmare JL. Who's Carrie Kelly? Trill J, John Campion is talking about Ezra Miller incident. Thought he was different. I guess they all want Hollywood attention. So what's he saying about it, Trill J? Ben Pottimeyer, Ronin from Frank Miller, Dark Knight, return comic. Ben Pottimeyer, Robin. Android 118XX. Flash had early screenings. Will you try and go to a Flash screening as well? That's how I discovered your channel, because of the early Batman screening you went to. Yes, I am looking into it. I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated about that. Ronnie Dodge, oh Mick, quick update. Looking likely we're getting news about the new manager in a couple of days. Well. Very interesting. Thank you, Ronnie, as always. Trill J, I'm not watching it. I just see the title. He says, will it hurt the Flash movie? No, because by the time the Flash movie is released in 2025, everyone would have forgotten it. I'm joking, but yeah, it's not going to hurt the Flash movie. Just like Amber Heard in Flash, in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, won't hurt that movie either. Trill J, my thoughts are, can people just have leave celebrities alone? Well, the problem is, my friend, celebrities talk down to us, the public, and this is what happens, you see. Ronnie Judd, apparently there are discussions between Ajax and Manchester United about announcements according to Sky Sports. Exciting. I'll check it out when I come off of here. Thank you, Ronnie. Ben Pottimeyer, some think the blonde girl in Bus and Batman grabs her and hand during fighting parademons in Nightmare scene in BVS. All right. Ben Pottimeyer is Carrie Kelly. Oh, right. Interesting. Android 118XX. Would you want James Wan to do other DC projects other than Aquaman? If so, which ones? Well, he's a very good director visually. I'm just not sure if he's good enough to create that kind of, I don't know, could he make a lighter movie, for example? A more funnier movie? I'm not sure. But look, he did a great job with the first Aquaman movie. So he can have any movie he wants. Trill J, I guess you might be the rawest and realist Mick. Thank you, Trill J. 80s rewind the times, 90s. If we can get Morbius, we will get the Flash, I believe. That's true. Trill J, I want to see Carrie Kelly become Batgirl one day. Who knows? Who knows? So many possibilities. If the right people are running the right things, it's going to be interesting. Right, you have 2 minutes left to get your chats in. Android 118XX, Penelope Cruz or Salma Hayek? Interesting. Penelope Cruz or Salma Hayek? Well, if you're talking about sleeping with Salma Hayek, Penelope Cruz is obviously, I probably think she's the better actress. 80s rewind the times, 90s. Hope things are going good, Mick. God bless you, brother. Thank you, 80s rewind in the times, 90s. You too. Ben Pottimeyer. He can do a scary type DC movie from James Wan. Yeah, that would be good. Android 118XX. In terms of beauty, yes, Salma Hayek. Children, I think they should do it later on in the Snyderverse, or maybe they can get Pattinson and do it. You have 1 minute to go, everyone. Just under 1 minute to get your comments in. We have 9 likes. Please like the video if you haven't liked it already. Triljo, you know what? Yes, studios should hire fan film actors. Although they're quite good, I understand what you mean. But they don't like dealing with outsiders, you know. It's all about that Hollywood DNA. That's the way it is. It's been an absolutely amazing live, everyone. I've loved all the comments. You've all been so chatty about DC and stuff that you're passionate about, you know, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So thank you for the conversations. This has been the Movies TV Mad Live. I am Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this beautiful perfection. Triljo, you know what? Yes, Studio. Oh, no, I've already read that. So thank you, everyone. Triljo, host with the most. Android 180XX. What do you think of J.K. Simmons as Gordon? He hasn't really had the time to shine for me. I love J.K., especially as Jameson. But yeah, he's all right. But hopefully in Batgirl, he gets a chance to shine a lot more. So thank you, everyone. Until we see each other again, goodbye. Au revoir. Alfie, the same. Android 180XX, Alfie, the same. Children, he's a good Gordon. Yes, I think he's a good Gordon, but he's not an awesome Gordon. Not yet. But maybe that's to come. See you later, everyone. I'm off to watch Coronation Street. If you've never heard about it, it's a UK soap that's been running since 1960, and it's awesome. See you again later. Goodbye.